What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. We're a few hours from kickoff. I got my sister down here to visit and things. Haven't seen her since last year, and I've got the prettiest. Oh my God, the sky looks so beautiful right now. It is amazing. I'll tell you what, hold on. Let me show you guys. Look at look at the reds up in there. I'm in heaven and stuff, and it's literally 61 degrees out here. It is nice. And we got the Cowboys playing in a few hours, so we're ready to cook some steaks on the grill for my sister and things, and have a good game meal, pre-game meal, and get ready to rock and roll. So, what we're hearing, this is from Mike Fisher. Mike Fisher says that the Cowboys already knew that Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons and everybody like Mike McCarthy and want him back. That this is not new news, that all of a sudden, boy, the Reds are getting so deep right now, that everybody already knew that everybody likes Mike McCarthy and doesn't want to change things. And that's all fine and good, but it doesn't really change anything as far as the decisions that they are planning on making. That they are looking at it from the standpoint of, we gonna do what we gonna do. We don't give a look. Oh wow, I can see the reflection of the sky back here behind me. They're going to do what they want to do as far as Mike McCarthy goes. And I'm going to say, I believe, and maybe I'm crazy, but I believe that how the Cowboys finish is going to have a direct bearing on whether or not he comes back. I believe that if they end up not winning another game from here on out and just look bad, he's definitely gone. But I believe that if they go through and, let's say they win half of the games that are left, being shorthanded, and help sell some seats and tickets and keep the stadium from being empty, that Mike McCarthy will be coming back. Sometimes change isn't always better. I look at it from the standpoint of saying, you know what? If Dak Prescott had been playing, if the team had been healthy, and the team filled in all the holes that they had, and we went down the toilet like the Jets, then I'd say, yeah, we definitely need to get rid of the bum because he ain't got no excuses. But the reality is so many things that if you take one of them had just been the one thing that happened, then you'd say, okay, you didn't really have an excuse. But you literally had everything happen to you. You lost Micah Parsons, but this week will be the first time that possibly your starting defensive backfield will all play together. And Diggs is still only a 50-50 shot. That your running game really didn't start getting together until like the last 2 weeks. That your offensive line, which has been in flux, that has literally had almost a different lineup on a weekly basis, that your all-pro guard has been hurt all season, that you lost your quarterback, and people will say, well, you were 3-5 with him. Well, yeah, you were. You're right. We're 3-5 with him, but we weren't able to run the football, and we were averaging giving up 37 points a game. And you started a new system. You compound all of those things. Firing the coach is now doing the same thing that was a problem for your defense to start with, which was starting all over. They're finally beginning to get the gist of what he's doing. You see him developing, Mike Zimmer and crew begin to develop, Micah Parsons back to where he was, Overshown. You see how they develop the cornerbacks and things. I don't know that you want to stunt that growth by starting over and putting a new, wow, hold on, and putting it. Look at how I don't know, but look at how red. It looks like the sky is literally on fire, doesn't it? It literally looks like the sky is on fire there. And it's kind of amazing how quickly it changes. 5 minutes from now, it's going to end up being gone. But I don't know that we really want to start the clock over again. There's some pieces that need to be replaced and upgraded. We get that. But there's also some pieces that you want to hold on to. And we can go down the list of players. I mean, people say blow it up. What, are you going to get rid of Overshown? Are you going to get rid of Micah? That would be pretty much stupid. You're going to get rid of Tyler Smith and, Cooper Beebe, Brock Hoffman. Are you going to blow it up and get rid of those guys? You can't blow it up and get rid of Dak. Unfortunately, they signed a new contract, whether you like him or hate him. You can't get rid of that guy. And so you keep the pieces that have made you successful, or, that you look at and say, they're studs. And this is now evaluation time. Maybe somehow, some way you luck out and you hit the lottery and you make the playoffs. Well, great. Okay. Here's your consolation prize. You get to make the playoffs. But right now, you need to be building for next year. That's a simple fact. You need to do everything you can to the beginning of the league year, be ready to hit the ground running. And I think that becomes part of the thing you're dealing with right now with Mike McCarthy and Mike Zimmer, is developing a plan to get these guys up to speed and ready to rock and roll for next year. And starting the process of figuring out where we can get the pieces that will make us a better team. If we end up waiting 5 more weeks and we end up firing Mike McCarthy and then go through the process of trying to figure out who the coach is going to be, especially with the Cowboys as slow as they make moves, you are going to be behind even further than you are right now. And being behind in football, bro, that ain't a good place to be. That ain't a good place to be. So we'll see what happens tonight with Cincinnati, and hopefully we get a victory. And as I pointed out, the difference of playoffs at this point, if you make the playoffs, you're going to be the last seed. You're talking about picking 18. If we lose tonight, we're talking about picking 12. It's not a lot of big difference between those guys. It really isn't. All right, I'm going to go get these grills on the smoker, and I'll see you soon. Peace.